It's a difficult time in the aviation industry here in Nigeria, and a synergy among the stakeholders is required to fix things in the interest of all. The federal government has now ordered domestic airlines to reverse the over 60% hike in airfares on domestic routes. The government gave this order after investigations by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, the FCCPC, showed that the airlines agreed on the hike in airfares during meetings by the Airlines Operators of Nigeria. The Executive Vice Chairman and the Chief Executive of the FCCPC, Babatunde Irukera, said it's wrong for competitors to come together and agree to fix price. Do you agree, Tony?
Yeah, it's not wrong. They're feeling the heat more. In Nigeria today, we know what we're going through. High cost of aviation fuel, foreign exchange, a whole lot of things are playing out at the moment. So when my problem is doing this without letting Nigerians know. There should be an announcement to that effect. But they shock, and they saw what happened last week. We have few people flying. So it's affecting them too. Where they made the mistake, I'm not blaming them, because when you run a business, you expect to make profit. But in this case, they were losing. They said, like, for over 10 years, they've been trying to see how they can, take the price higher. They eventually succeeded, but on a wrong premise. Government needs to be carried along. They should have a meeting with government. It's not about Consumer Protection Agency or Commission ordering them to reverse it, because it don't work like that. We've had issues in Nigeria where we've had DSTV taking advantage of us, because I'm a player there too. And government occasionally, especially the Consumer Protection Agency, ordering them, that word order, you order them to, but they won't listen, because you're not using this right channel. There must be a meeting, and everybody must sit on a round table. You must give us reason why this increment is very, very inevitable. We know it's something that must happen, but just taking it higher the way you feel, because of course all of you sit in the same table, no neutral person there, doesn't work for us. I know Consumer Protection Agency before.
CPC now became yes, indeed.
So,
indeed,
but whatever the name is,
the same.
The issue there is that the consumer at every point in time, the Nigerian consumer at every point in time, must be protected.
Absolutely.
But especially when it comes to, airlines. People get to the airport. A lot of things are happening there. Today we're talking about the increment. Flight delays. A lot's going on there. Government needs to, but ordering them is what I have an issue with. Okay. You don't order them because they will not obey you. All
right. Dario, what do you make of it? For the FCCPC, like Tony said, the interest of the consumers, that's what it's after. It's also after healthy competition and not, price fixing, as it appears, from the circular issue to the AON. It appears that, it says it's carrying out investigations still on the matter, but it appears that they all, seem to agree, or there was some form of, agreement at those series of meetings it quoted. Do you have an issue with that?
With the Consumer Protection Commission on this, and with the FCCPC, because it is unethical, it is unacceptable in business for competitors to come together and fix a price. The consumers will be on the receiving end. It is a wrong approach to business. Yes, people who do business want to make profit, but at whose expense? If there is need for prices to be reviewed, the market should dictate that. There were challenges in that sector. Company A could decide to add 5 naira, while Company B had 7 naira. Company C, 10 naira. That gives us, the consumer, choices. But where you meet and you decide we're adding 20 naira across board, we are left with no choice. And you are ripping us off. That's what Irukera is saying, and I agree with him. Because the consumers are not taking into cognizance in agreeing or arriving at the current pricing regime. And that's why they are also feeling the heat now. People just feel, oh, is that it? We avoid using your services. Because you have only considered your own interest. And you hear the maxim, consumers are king. If you don't think we are kings, then we can make do with your airplane. So it's important for us to understand that what is playing out is that market forces are not allowed to dictate price here, but players.
So what you both have said that there are current realities that these major airliners are facing.
Yes.
In the words of Aero's MD, he said they earn in naira and spend expenditure in forex, and everyone just seemed to agree that indeed they're suffering. Look at how to get regular Nigerians are spending so much manpower and otherwise now to get the average fuel. Talk less of the aviation fuel needs now of these people. So what's the best way to resolve this?
The best way is to consider the consumers too. Let's come, like Tony said, let's come to a table and say, oh, we can all see. You see, this thing is not peculiar to airline operators. Look at this fuel issue we are talking about. Do you know fuel petrol station owners are also doing the same thing? You see a location and you get there, they will tell you they are selling for 210. And if you like, move around 30 filling stations. That's the price you find it. While we'll agree that sourcing the product may be difficult for them, should it be at the total expense of the consumers? The answer is no.
All right,
there should be a way we, balance it
somehow.
Meet midway and resolve issues. Meet midway and bear the brunt collectively.
All right.